custom fit harness. It's gonna be fit your car, nicer, cleaner, and lightweight. Some harnesses, like it's come with the ECUs, is weighted like 40 pounds, just the harnesses. And on the drag race and stuff, you pay maybe like 10,000 to make this titanium, the firewall, less weight. When it comes to my wiring, the total with the cable, everything, 10 pounds.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Minnoxide podcast. I'm your host, Harris, aka Minnoxide, man of many automotive aspirations, and I'm here with my co-host, Dan.
Yeah.
Mr. Gunna Garage.
No Ford loving this time?
Was I supposed to throw in Ford loving in there?
You do it random.
I just like to throw you off sometimes, so it's okay.
Fine.
My Ford loving co-host, Dan, Mr. Gunna Garage.
Yep.
And today we are here at ProWire with Abdul, and well, we got to talk about some wiring stuff, man. Our friend Sam from Minnesota Performance introduced us a week or two ago.
Yep.
When I saw him at a drag race somewhere, some event, and I was like, "You know anybody?" He's like, "I got the guy for you." So he connected us, told me a little bit about what you do. But why don't you tell us a little bit what it is that you do here at ProWire, what you've done in the past, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. The first thing, I appreciate it for you coming to me, and you're welcome at any time. We do a lot of wiring, and I'm gonna give you like a short story about the wiring stuff. I started with this, you're talking about almost 22 years ago. And this is my hobby before with the drag racing, because I'm a racer too. This is the first thing. And I go with the wiring and learn a lot, all this life and experience. The wiring, we're gonna show you a lot of stuff, and how I did it. Basically, I love my job. When you love your job, you're gonna do the best, And you're gonna see, I'm not gonna talking like me, but I'm gonna show you what the best and what I do, the professional wiring stuff for all performance stuff. It's not just race car, we can do any type of car, motorcycle, or whatever. And here today, you're gonna see, I have 4 cars here. We're talking about it's too busy season because it's a race season. Basically, I'm working hard here to keep everyone happy, all the customer, because I'm a racer, and I feel the guys, I feel everyone how we do it, and almost now try to get it every week. I get 1 car done. It's hard because sometimes the cars take more than 100 hours.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of time. You're talking about 300 wire. Or different color, different code, There's a lot of stuff is different on this thing. We go back, when I'm started, that's 22 years ago. It's now have all the technology now, You're talking about a little small box, MSD box, if you remember that, 6AL with the chips and this stuff. Now you're talking about all the devices, control everything. You can get 1 box to control the whole car by data log, by control the injector. A lot of stuff is different. Back in the day, just you put the carburetor with small ignition system. And I start from this time, almost you're talking about 1998. That's when I'm start with the little stuff. And a lot of people say, Abdul, did you go to school or for that? No. I went, basically on the life, I like to go to school before, but we don't have any school. I'm talking about 20 years ago, and I like to learn from what I do, basically before, it's a short video on YouTube or something that's help you. But when you start and you read the instruction, you're gonna know basically on the wiring circle, how we do this. You have a relay, how you turn this on, off, basically how you hook the switch to it. And I start from this point, the relay, has a 4-pin, you need to how you hook it and how it's turned on, fan or water pump or anything. And from there, what I'm start with it. And keep going, anything is come on the market new, I keep install it. And I'm not gonna say to now where I'm at now. We're gonna talking about this later, no problem. but that's how I'm start. Like there's a short story for what I'm at, where I'm at start, you know.
So what about, okay, so one of the things that Sam was telling me is that you did a lot of racing back home. So,
Yes.
and do you want to touch on where home was?
Yeah.
And, well, before that, how did you even get into racing, right? Because it's a special kind of crazy to do this level of racing, right?
Yes.
Like,
Right.
how did that start and how did you progress?
Okay, before I start the wiring or anything, you know, like we are young and I have a lot of friends. Basically, like I am from Kuwait, from overseas. This is where I'm from. I moved here almost like now 12, 13 years, fully moved, but I going back to United States from a long time. And I shipped my car to race here from like 09 and 2012 and going back there when I'm at. And I start like there, like I have my cousin, the guy is older than me, you know, he have a Mustang, you know, that's one you love. I'm a Ford guy, basically.
I heard you say 6AL, and I know exactly what that
yes,
is. Yeah.
that's back in
You
the
weren't making the chips or anything for those two, were you?
Oh yeah, like before we put like something like you turn the two-step or something with the Navi. It still has it on the market, but like all different now, you know.
Yeah.
I bought the first Mustang I bought like is a GT 1987.
Is this in Kuwait?
In Kuwait.
Okay.
Yeah, in Kuwait we have a lot of good stuff too, you know. Still to now we have the race community in Kuwait are we're talking about the Gulf area like Dubai, Kuwait, Qatar. The guys there love this. You love the drag racing. Back in the day, you know, like here, the people love the race, like on the street or street racing, something like this. That's what I'm at, and where I'm start with the street race, you know. And the first car I own, like sport car, is a Mustang 1987 GT. Is an automatic, you know.
Yeah.
And that's when I think end of the 16. I'm 16 on my age or 17. My mom, she said, "Oh, you don't need to get this." I told her, "No." And from there, you know, this is my hobby, and I love it. And from this time to now, it's still my hobby. I'm married. I have 4 kids, you know, but still I need. What I'm thinking, like, I'm grown. Like I'm 41 now. The race, when I go to the racetrack, I'm work or the tuner. Like I tune the car also. I tune my car myself.
Okay.
And if I'm driving or tune or work, it's take a lot of stress from me. That's, you know, like when you have a hobby and you love it, it's take a lot of stress off from you. Because I spend all the time here at the shop just working, you know, all the time. You're talking about 14 hours a day or 13 hours a day. When you own your business, you're gonna try to do the best, you know. And when I go to the racetrack, all the stress is gone because I focus on the race, and I like to get number 1. You know, that's when I'm. Basically, that's when I love it. You know. Yeah.
So how do you transition? What did you do after street racing? So like you're street racing in your Mustang when you're a young kid.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well,
okay. The next.
Before.
Yeah.
In Kuwait.
Yeah.
What's available to you? So. If you're 41, this is probably like 90s, maybe mid 90s to late 90s now.
Yeah, 98.
Because you don't always. So Ford's always had a pretty good overseas presence, Europe and stuff like that.
Yes.
Are you seeing also like Camaros? Like what do you have available to you over there?
We have everything.
Everything.
Because like we import it from here, from United States. Like any car you look at it, just shipped by container to there. Like, and we have the big Ford dealer and Chevy, all the big name, the big company, we have all the dealer there. But when you're talking about race car, like, and the parts, you know, it's hard back a day to order from here. It takes so long. We try, like, they have some performance shop there, like he sell your parts, you know, like cam. If you go back a day, Ford Racing cam, E3 or 3,
the alphabet cams.
Or if you have this, or spark plug wire, like that. When we see like yellow spark plug wire, we say, "Oh, this is a big thing," you know. And I started with this GT, like just driving this. It's not have a lot of horsepower. You're talking about maybe 260 horsepower.
Well, you said it was an AOD car too on top of that.
You know? And we put the Flowmaster, like exhaust and muffler and this stuff just to have a fun. And after like 2000 I start go deep to the drag racing, you know. On the end, like the street racing is dangerous, you know, for you and for the people who you race with it. I say, listen, you need to switch everything to the drag racing. And I switch all this car, convert it to all like TH400 transmission, and I put supercharger, like fuel injected on this, but we don't have all this controller, like the devices, what we're talking about. And 2000, I start drag racing. We have, you know, it's a local and nice racetrack there, you know, and I start with it. And the first race, I won the runner-up. I'm the second place. I say, oh, that's good, and really, you know, and you're gonna have in the safe place already, you know, like you have fire department, like everything. If something happened for you, you know, and they say, oh, that's what I need. And from there I start go deep on the race, you know, on the drag racing.
Were you working with friends on your car? Were you doing it yourself? How did that happen? Were you having a shop do stuff?
Yeah, here is like on our racetrack there, almost all the racetrack there, like in Dubai, Kuwait, you know, and Bahrain, like we have a really maybe the biggest racetrack and the nicest racetrack on the world, you know.
Okay.
Back in the day, we have like my shop maybe 20 by 20 or 20 by 10 for a little car, and I start learn. It's just I'm not work just a wiring. I'll start learn welding, start like tune it, you know, and I do everything myself. I'm trying to learn from my older guys. Like I have really nice friends there, like older than me on this community, you know, on the racing. He teach me. He said, Abdul, I give you the direction, you go this way, and I put here on my mind and start working in it. And from this time, like I learn a lot on my life for the drag racing stuff, you know. And when he's like says, I have the big jump from where? From like all this ECUs that's come on the market, and we have a fuel injection. Back a day, like just we have like mass airflow you put to control like the fuel injector, like, you know,
match it to your injectors.
To match it, you know, how is that, right? After that's like on it's come BS3, like big stuff 3. This is almost the first ECU we go with it, because I switched after that's like 5 years later, I switched my engine to single turbo 101 with the trick flow, cylinder head, and intake manifold. You know, I go, wow, you remind me like a lot of stuff now. And I start with the big stuff 3, and I don't have any idea about it, like how I use this, how you control everything by laptop, all of this stuff. I have my buddy, he's a student here. He's originally from Kuwait, Saud Al-Zubin, but he studied a lot of stuff here. He loved the race also. He start race here, but we are there, like we don't know what's going on here. He got a lot of idea about this stuff. And when he's just back, you know, he's finished the college here and running his Mustang there. He said, Abdul, you need to go with this CC. I told him, dude, you don't need to give me anything new for me now, you know? So, no, but I will help you. You sure? I'm gonna spend a lot of money. You don't need to put something. It's not work. He said, no, it's gonna be work. We order the stuff. He ordered for me the stuff, you know. He said, try it. We put in the car. First start, the car is like rich, a lot of fuel in it, smoke everywhere, you know. I said, so, are you sure? He said, no, we're gonna fix it. And really, he fixed it, you know. I told him, so, you know, on my whole life, I don't like to put my neck on somebody's hand, you know. I need to learn everything. If you're gonna teach me how is it, I'm gonna keep on the car. If not, I need to call you every day. No, you know. You say no, I'm gonna tell you, you know, and you can catch it from the first time. And really, like, he told me how is he control your fuel, the boost, like the boost control before, like with something now, you know, like that's a back in the day, not like now. And from this day, like, I learn a lot. And I start with the fuel injection and stuff, like how you control all this stuff. Because you start now, you jump from 500 horsepower, you're talking about like 1300 horsepower with a single turbo, you know. From there we go, like we start to go and make a lot of horsepower to now, you know.
What were you doing for work at the time too? Were you working in a shop or were...
Yeah, I'm working. Like I have my shop. It's still like at the racetrack. I have same, and I got another shop beside me. You're talking about like 40 by 20 now is my shop, and I start do the wiring, and do welding. That's in 2000. You're talking 2003 maybe. You know? After 3 years, I'm really good. Like when you come, if you bring the car for me, like Fox Body, just street car. Tell me, Abdullah, I want to switch it to drag race car. One spot, one place, I do everything, like fuel system, install the turbo kits, you know, everything I can do for you. Because I learned like on this thing, like how we weld, how I like it, you know, I love this thing. When you love it, you're gonna do the best to figure out.
Whether you are new to working on cars or a seasoned shop owner at the top of their game, the High Performance Academy is where all car enthusiasts can go to expand their skill sets. If you want to learn how to build an engine, tune your car, improve your wiring or suspension setups, the HP Academy has the perfect step-by-step course for you. As a friend of the show, they've provided listeners with a special 55% off discount code that you can use risk-free on any course of your choosing. Details are in the description of the show below, or go to the partners page at Minnoxide.com. Go check it out. Let's get back to the show.
How you do the best thing on the like if you're talking about turbo kits, we see a lot of picture, you know.
Yeah.
You get
you have
idea.
A passion for
yeah,
it.
you get idea from
work.
here, you know, and you do it. From there, like that's what I do, like for a living. Like I work on the race. Like the life is not like here, you know, and it's a nice country, you know, and I miss it, but. It's cheap for living there, you know what I mean. If you make it like, let's say, just a numbers, if you make it $1,500 in a month, that is enough for you, you know. If you make $1,000 is enough, because it's still in this country like $1 you can get one soda and 2 sandwich, you know.
Yeah.
It's a nice country, you know. I learn a lot. I love Kuwait. I love here. It's my country here is now, you know. I live here for a long time with my family. And what I do for a living now here is this is my shop and this my wiring stuff.
So at the time then, you're basically trying to be a shop for other people, you know, helping other people, but also using that to take yourself to go racing too then?
Yes.
So what does racing look like? Are you going like every weekend? How did that look like?
Okay, here is the thing. Like before, like, you know, in Kuwait, I'm talking about the Kuwait because that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Is a small country, and the farthest way you can go like maybe 20 minutes, you know.
Okay.
And the racetrack from my house, like you're talking about 10-15 minutes. Okay. You know, and basically, let's say every week, every 2 weeks, we have a race there, you know. Okay. And what I love there, like here I'm working, right, but sometimes I stay by myself, you know. There, like not just my shop, like we have a lot of, we're talking small garage, like attached garage for your house is the same, you know. The government there, when they build the racetrack, he give us a nice property beside the racetrack. Oh, you guys, you can build your shop here for free, you know.
Oh wow,
just,
okay.
Yeah, just pay your like steel and the insulation and the system. And you're talking about like 100 racer, you know. He built everyone. There you're talking about now is not just a race. Like we meet everywhere, like every day the guys coming there, you know. And there we'll go. Like sometimes we stay there, like we play a card or something, you know, just to have a fun till midnight, you know, sometime like this. And it's like friendly, you know. That's what I'm missing, like, you know.
So it was like a community, kind of like what we're in here right now.
Like
almost.
here now, but everyone, like the guys. Oh, Abdul, he come and we drinking tea, like you know, tea or coffee or something. Oh, Abdul, what you got? I stop working a little bit and talk, you know, just to have a fun, because when you focus a lot and just work, it's a lot of stress, you know. But if someone visit and come, just talk a little bit, it's gonna be have a fun too, you know. It's not just a race, like it's a like house. There, that's when I miss it. there's a lot of friendly people. Like you know, you see Sam, how's the garage? Like his cousin, everyone there, right?
Yeah.
There is that's what I miss. Like sometime here, on the race season, we're talking about sometime 20 people here, like for the dinner or something. You know, my wife, she loved to cook, you know, cook for 20 people, and that's when I miss it.
Is your wife from Kuwait too?
She's originally from she's Arabic, but she's here like from a long time. You know,
Okay.
We married here. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's a really good cooker. You know, I love my wife. You know, because she take care of me, take care of like all the kids, and take care of my friends when they come here. Like you know, like when she cooks for some 15 guys here, you know. And,
We'll have to come back for that.
Yeah,
I know I just ate, but now you got me excited.
Also, my neighbor, he loved when he say, "Oh, Abdul, your wife cooked something today," you know.
Yeah.
Because our stuff, we're talking something different. Like our food is different, like the spices and this stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, every 6 months, I go to see my sisters there. You know, just I have my sister left. I bring one bag, like you're gonna see the chocolate, you know, and one bag is gonna be all the spices, the flavor, you know.
Yeah.
And that's I told you, like that's what I miss, and all my friends, you know, families there, you know, that's what I miss basically. And the guys when it's come here, like I have 2 ProWire guys, like the one is a new world record, Michal Al Sabri, you know, and Mohammed Al Awad. These guys come every year, but this year is not. It's just too expensive to race, you know, too expensive to ship to here, you know. And here's the thing, here's the point. The guys here, he said, Abdul, what do you think? Like, you race here or there, cheaper and nicer? I told him, if you ask me about that, there. Why? When you go to the race there, you don't need to have a trailer. You don't need to have a motorhome. You don't need to have everything. You can search like Bahrain racetrack, you know. Bahrain racetrack, like there is where the Formula One.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, our drag strip is inside this track. You see how?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a big building. We use like Formula One garage.
Yeah, the
know?
facilities.
Yeah, the facility. We use everything. And I'm gonna surprise you guys. Maybe the guys. We pay $150 just for everything.
Really?
For the garage, for your crew, for your testing, for everything.
For like a whole weekend?
For the whole weekend.
Wow.
You know.
So okay, so the track. So for Bahrain, for example, then are you using like the straight of the actual like Formula One track, or is it just like next door, or?
No, it's inside the Formula, like the
the
circle track, right?
Yeah.
Inside this, you know, you're gonna see like the Dragster.
Okay.
And you can find out this.
Huh.
If you go into the Kuwait, we have a big Dragster, like now, that is built like 3 years ago. It's really nice. If you go Abu Dhabi, like Yas Marine, on the finish line when you pull your chute, you're gonna see like 3 million, 5 million yachts. You know the price is like.
Yeah.
We are on the marine, like the marine on the end is a nice building. You know.
That's what you guys were just talking to me about the other day, right?
Oh yeah.
The yachts for the F1 stuff.
Oh yeah. If you see that,
Yeah.
And it's not, and the winner there is big money. What if you ask me where you love to race? All I love them, but Qatar, the drag racing there. I just back like from there. Qatar, like I won there 3-time championship.
Okay.
And the Qatar like is not big place, you know, but is like a local, you know. What is nice is the track is really prepped good. All the track there is good. And when we race on the winter there, you know. It's not like here. Now I don't like to go in a hot, you know, on race. Like last 2 weeks ago I went to Virginia like with family. I have a Dragster here, you know. It's hot, you know. I don't like to race in hot, you know.
Well, you were telling us off camera that it gets up to like what, 140 over there?
Oh. I told my friend and sister there, I love you to death, but on the summer I'm not gonna come because I'm 140 degrees, 145 degrees. You're talking about 60 Celsius, you know. In Kuwait it's dry, but it's still hot, you know. When you go Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain is a humidity, like 80% should be.
Oh, really? Okay.
And Qatar, like. The Al Nabi like is a big name on the race, like here everywhere, you know. Al Nabi has a big team when you start Top Fuel, Funny Car, Pro Mod here. KH, like Khaled Alfani, is on this. He spent a really good money on this thing, you know. Just he wanna the racer be enjoy, happy. Like when he won there, we have 6 races in a row every year, every week, you know, every week, like from beginning of the January till mid of February, you know. Every week you have a testing from Monday, free.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to pay anything in Qatar.
Okay.
And when you won a good money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good money. Like we have different classes. My class is we're talking about here, like sometime in a month, get one race like for 10 grand, 15 grand. They
Okay.
like one race 15 grand like every
Really?
week, you know, and the championship you get good money. That's when I love it. Here I bought my Dragster and they have a trailer and a motorhome. Just I want to enjoy, you know. I want to take some stress off, you know. And on a weekend I told my wife, family, let's go to the racetrack. My wife, she don't like a lot of race, but now she like it. Last time she went and see all the kids. I bought also junior Dragster for my.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I have
That's
a junior
cool.
Dragster. I'm going to show you. For me, I like to keep the kids close to this.
Yep.
You know how is it work now? Like is it different? You know, it's better to keep him close to you.
Yeah, I do the same thing. My
This
kids go to
direction
the
is
track.
way better than anything. Let me honestly.
Correct.
You know, I scare from any different direction.
Yep.
It is gonna be close. You're gonna know your friend. Like everyone. Like when you go to the race now, all your friend is gonna be what your kids do. You know, just like you're gonna save it. You know, but if you don't know whose friends your kid's friend, it's a big problem too. You know, and it's grown. Like my oldest now is 8 or young, and my the youngest is 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad, like my little boy, he's 4 now. He loves to come to the shop. I say that's good, you know. Yeah. Sometimes like the kids now, he like to play just game, watch a TV. You know, I like to keep him. It's no problem to see a little bit, but if you just focus on this stuff, it's not good, you know, for me.
Oh, yeah, I
I like
agree.
to keep him and bring him like some.
I think Gunner would
toys
go
here.
nuts in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That kid would go crazy.
Yeah.
In here. Go ahead.
Well, so as the racing progresses there, when do you decide to make the decision to you come over here? Are you just coming over here to race a little bit now and then, or and what does that look like shipping a car over here to race? Is that expensive?
The first thing, like when I won championship, like in Qatar, and 09.
Okay.
After that, the Kuwait, like the government's there. He take care of the race over there, you know. Said Abdul, like, and the other guys, like he said, who's the champion, like motorcycle or other guys? Let's send this guy to United States to race because you are the fastest on this class, you know, other guys. And he take care of that. It's expensive to ship here. Like, if you ship the container 20 feet, you're talking about 6-7 grand and take like a couple of months to get here.
And then a couple months back.
Oh, a couple months back, like, you know. But on the end of the season there, we ship it here, you know. And 2011, the first time I come to United States, like 09.
Okay.
And I have Saud, the first guys when I'm talking about who's teach me. He built a really nice car here, like from scratch, like a nice Mustang, twin turbo. That's in 09. And this is the first time he brought me to him. He said, Abdul, can you do my wiring there? I told him, what? I said, yes, you know, and this is my like a dream to go here and work, you know. At Michigan, like a skinny kid race car, he built him this really nice car. And we went there and working on the car. And Keith, the skinny kid, like he said, Abdul, I do this long time? I told him, yeah, it's really nice, you know. And I'm fast working, I'm not slow, guys, you know. I don't like to keep a car, sit it here just for three weeks or a month or something, you know. And you need to get a car in, out, you know. That's how we make money, basically.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
If you keep the car for a month,
yeah.
you know. But sometimes I'm too busy, like I have just one employer help me just to mount the stuff, but all the wiring stuff I do by myself, you know. Sorry about that, it's hard to trust someone do your stuff. Like as soon as he crimp with the heat shrink, you don't know what's going on inside this wire. Is it cut or not? It's hard, trust me. The wiring is hard, and this is the main thing for the car. One loose wire, maybe one wire is not right, you know.
Well, then
maybe
it's hard
catch the fire, maybe you lose the race, you know?
Yeah.
That's
or
what
it's
I
hard to track down if you don't know
yeah,
what's.
it's really hard. With now all this horsepower is making the guys, you know, the wiring is the main thing for you know. And I'm trying like 100% working right, make a schematic for everything. So I'm not forget. I give a copy for the customer and copy for me, like. And what is put my name on the market? Customer support, and that's what you need, you know. You ask me about how we go. I'm back there, like. I fly direct, not direct from here. Like I fly from Charlotte to Washington D.C. or New York. You know, I'm from there go to Qatar straight, or to Kuwait. You're talking about 14, 15-hour flight. You know,
well, that's not bad.
It's not bad. Like
compared to I was looking at New Zealand, I think it's more.
Oh yeah, with this airline, like I like to fly with the Qatar or Dubai, like a UAE flight or Kuwait Airways. You know, it's different. You know. I fly with a business class. Sometimes you have a one suite, you know, like just clothes and sleep, you know. It's nice, you know. I like you guys. You go there sometime. You're like, one day you need to go there. You're gonna love it. Trust me, you know. Sometimes I busted like on my story on Facebook, some videos. Everyone said, Abdul, that's really nice. I told them, guys, you need to get there. Back in the day, 2009, the big names here, like Mike Castellano, the racer, like we see on TV or something, everyone come there. In 2011, I met a lot of big names here, and he loved there. He stayed like couple months, no back here, you know. Say, that's what we talking about, the race. Oh, here is the thing. Let's go back for Qatar. You have a buffet every day, lunch and dinner for all the racer. You're talking about 400 people there, free. You don't worry.
Now you're speaking here.
You don't. Yeah. You don't,
now we're in.
Now I'm definitely in.
Yeah, because the owner and the government, he loved this. You know, when you're a racer, he feel you. Like if you come to work, you don't have time to go to bring you lunch, or you working all the time in a race car. You have everything here, you guys. You know. I remember like they have a shop inside there. Tim McCamus, he bring all his stuff from here, like not all, like some stuff. If there's something broke, like engine, chassis, or anything, you have everything. You can continue there, like you know, whatever you want. That's when I like in Qatar, like more friendly, more like. But if you're talking about Bahrain, Dubai, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia, now we built really nice track too. It's a big facility, like it's a big facility. You're gonna see, wow, you know, like when you go there, you know, let me honest. And how often going back? I go on every 6 months, you know.
Oh, okay.
I just to see my sister. But
how
when
long
I
you
go
going back for? Like a week or two?
Yeah,
or?
a week or sometime. Like when the jet lag hit you, you know, you don't know what the time, because like we are like 8 hours behind, you know. Yeah, it's not a small like. And I like to fly from here in the morning, at night, to sleep all the like 8 hours on a flight, you know. And when I arrive there, it's a morning time, you know. You can catch this jet lag too. But for the race, every year, that's my vacation time. Like I told my customer, from December, like before New Year, I went there for a month or something for the race, you know, and back to here.
Okay.
I like it. You know?
So do you do any racing over there anymore, or not really?
Yeah, I just back last January. I went there for like 3 races because it's too busy here, you know.
Okay.
And I take excuse from the customer, please guys, you know. I got sponsored there, you know.
So you have a car there and a car here?
Here, my Dragster just about like just to have fun. It's a 450, but the car there we have it like, it's my partner and my buddy. When I moved to here, I sell everything, like everything sold. My tools, my shop, everything. That's on 2014 or 2013. I sold everything. Oh, you asked me about like why you come here, right? Or when you come here. I test one car at the street, and this car is make like 1500 horsepower, you know.
Okay.
It's a Mustang. I build everything for these guys, you know. I make everything on the car. The car is really fast. but it's not good to testing on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And they crash it. It's big crash it. Yeah, I come from the windshield and flip it, like, you know, my hands broke, everything. I'm lucky, like, still alive. That's in 2013.
And you said this is a customer car?
Customer car. It's my close friend and his customer,
Yeah.
because he paid me to build everything, you know. It's with me, like, when we tested the first test, the second one, I told him the car is blown the tire. Like, we're rolling, like, let's say 100 mile, and we put all the floor, you know, and the car is like, the good thing he's not with me, he get it out. I told him this is the last time we're gonna try it. If there's no work, I take some boost down, like a turbo engine, to make like 1,000, but it's a lot. It's a lightweight car. And when I shifted like from second to third, the cars go, you know, the highway that they have a rail, like big rail.
Yeah.
I come direct and fly.
Oh my
I
God.
come from front windshield, you know. I will show you the picture later. I'm really lucky, you know. After that, I say like almost 3-4 months, like I have a brace on my hand here. I cannot do anything, you know, my teeth, everything. If you see here, like my face, you know, I'm feeling like I'm broke, you know. I cannot work because this is my hobby, this is my life. I cannot go to the shop and do anything. And after that, I say, guys, I want to sell everything. I have trailer, I have dually, like I have tools, I have everything. I feel I'm done, you know, I don't need to do anything, you know. I sold everything. I told mom, like my mom, she's passed away now, like 6 years ago, but I'm just one boy and 3 girls also, you know. I told mom, I want to move to United States, you know, just see how it's alive. And basically I come every time for vacation, like I stay a month or 2 months with the friends, you know. Say, let me try. If I like, I'm gonna stay there, you know. And I come here, like, I stay like a couple months, 3 months. I say, I cannot. I need to go back, you know. Because by self now, you know, alone, you know, stay in hotel, you know. I have a friend in Jersey, but going back, nothing to do it, you know, just to stay. And the life here, you know, like when it's dark, it's done. No, nothing to do it. I call mom, I told her like, mom, I need back. Say, I told you cannot. Abdul, you're 30 something now, you need to marry. I told her I have my car, you know. She said, no, you need to marry. And from like cousin and friend, you know, I met my wife, you know, and we married here. I told her maybe we're gonna stay in Kuwait or go here. Say, do you want to try here? It's different. Like when you have a family, now it's different. You know?
Right.
And I moved here like 2014, fully moved. Well, let's try it. And start like live in Virginia, Roanoke, close to her family, you know. And here is my story, like how I start working here. I got my employer stuff, like all to keep me like legal work, you know.
Yep.
Because my wife is citizenship. I bought like I have this. That's when I told you earlier, like outside, if you have a goal and working in it, you're gonna get it, you know. And I have a goal when I come from good life, you know, in Kuwait, and a good level. I don't like to go down, you know. And I bought like a little van, Toyota Sienna, like a Uber, you know.
Yeah.
I put my tools. I start like I told my guys here. A lot of people know me here. I told them, guys, listen, I'm gonna start do the wiring, mobile. Anyone, you don't need to bring the car or anything. I can come to you and finish the car in 5-7 days. You say,
Okay.
what? Yeah. Just pay my traveling and this stuff, give me a hotel, you know, and do everything. And really, I started the first car and he loved it, you know. I started charge a little bit back a day, you know, 10 years ago. And everyone like ask, who's this guy? Who's guys? Abdul, he can come to you, but I'm not like driving 15 hours, no, just something like around 8 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours. And they start do the second car, third car, oh, that's good, you know. But here, like the problem, like you're gonna be away from your family too, you know.
Yeah.
And we just married, you know. But she understands, like I love my wife because she understands everything, you know, how you're gonna live. Like it's different. It's a big jump for me, like when you move from there to here, right? I said, Abdul, I understand, you know, I'm close to my family, don't worry. And after that, like a year later, grown my business. I bought like big ProMaster and I make them like mobile workshop, you know, and start traveling. Like the name is come on the market. 6 years later, like I need to buy a house and go somewhere. Like Roanoke, Virginia is not good for what I do, you know, if I want to stay in a home.
Was it called ProWire at that time too?
Yeah, ProWire.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. ProWire from a long time, you know, like
Yeah.
it's called professional wiring or something like this.
Okay.
You know? That's what I'm calling.
So you're in the bigger van, what'd you say, the ProMaster?
ProMaster.
For 6 years?
No, less. Like, because I started with my little van.
Yeah, yep.
And the ProMaster I bought like 2016, I think, or 17, brand new. And I stayed like almost 4 or 5 years with it.
Okay.
Yeah. When I moved to here, I keep asking the guys, like the racer, where is the best area for what we do?
Okay.
And I come here, so Robert Hayes racing here, like he built all the cars behind me. He's a good, really builder. He built all these cars, and I come to here, like when I'm mobile, I do 2 cars with him. He said, Abdul, if you like, and not far from your wife family, 3 hours from here, come to Mooresville. Told him, really?
3
Said,
hours
"Yeah."
from Roanoke?
From Roanoke, Virginia.
Okay.
Told him, I don't know. My first idea to go Texas to Houston, you know,
Okay, yeah.
but this is too far, and it's gonna be too hot because I work there. Sometimes, like, here's the thing: I'm not just go with a van. I went to California, I went to Vegas, but the customers start like, oh, Abdul, we need you to come here. We pay your ticket, you pay everything. I take 2 boxes with me, like bags, everything has a wire, connector, everything with me, and the name start coming good on the market, you know. I say, let me move to Texas. After that, I say, no, that's good. Let me keep finding here something in Mooresville. And I found the house like 3 minutes from here, from my shop. It's a good house, you know. And Mooresville, I'm here like for almost 5 years. It's really moved. And when I come here, like all the biggest name here, the engine builder, like the chassis builder, everyone. I say, that's just gonna be keep me busy, but still I don't have the shop. I start work on my house garage, you know. It's a little attached house, the garage. I start just get 1 car, you know. And basically, like when you get, it's not like a shop, you know. You're gonna do your house stuff and work a little bit here, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a real job, you know. And I cannot stay like this, you know. Anyway, year later, Robert Hayes, I'm in Bahrain. We race together. Like he go to Bahrain because he tuned for one guy's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he back. I know Robert like almost 12 years. Like for one Qatar, like long time.
Really?
ago.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, almost 12 years, 13 years now. He back to here. I'm there. He said, Abdul, did he have a shop for lease here right beside my shop? I told him, where? I call him WhatsApp video. I told him, show me please. He come here. It's open. It's a storage before for NASCAR car. He showed me. I told him, please, I need it. He said, okay, I'm gonna done the deal with the guys. I told him, please give it the deposit. You know, I need to move, and that's in January. Anyway, I come back here, like snowy here a little bit. You know, I start clean with my wife. The shop not like this before. We scrabble like brand, put epoxy, lights, everything. That's where I'm at now, and that's like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And start like all my business here. Now we're talking about you can get more car and there's real work, real job, right? I come from 7:30, 8:30 in the morning. I sometimes stay late if I'm busy. And that's like you go to work and come back to home, you know. Not like before. And it's too busy now. That's a good, you know. Like this.
Well, you can fit a lot of cars in here too. Like,
oh yeah, I have 4 now. I just pushed 1 outside on the storage. I have another building here, storage. I just finished 1. The guy's gonna come tomorrow to pick up from Pennsylvania, and they have another guy who's gonna be drop a car from Virginia tomorrow.
okay,
Car in, car out. That's a good thing.
that's a good thing. Yeah.
It's filming really good. I have 4 cars now at the shop. It's gonna be 5, you know. And they have almost 10 on the list.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what's your lead times right now if somebody wants to get?
At least like 8 to 10 weeks, you know.
Okay.
To get car in, you know. Because I'm working hard. Like I'm trying. As a racer, I know everything takes so long here. Sometimes the people like schedule it. Oh, Abdul, we're gonna get the car like, let's say on March 15. What when you get in close, you say, Abdul, oh, the chassis or paint, it takes reschedule and I get another car. And that's what is happening. Like sometimes like the guys call me, Abdul, please, we don't need to lose our spot, but can we reschedule? I told them, no problem. I'm really friendly with the customer. I'm not talking about just business. I like the relationship, you know. For me, like I work for anyone, you know. I don't have any problem with anyone. And I love the racer because he spent a lot of money for his hobby, you know. And you need to feel that because I'm on this too, you know. If he get his car done soon, earliest, you're gonna be happy. And that's my plan. Like now everyone call me like fully sended Abdul, like past the clinic, Abdullah of ProWire, you know, past the wiring clinic. And that's what I'm at now. That's a really good thing, you know.
Do you just stick to the wiring, or if somebody else wanted you to do other stuff, will you do it, or?
You look at that, it's like it's too busy with the wiring. But I have some customer bring, Abdul, can you done all the plumbing, like the hoses for the fuel line, turbos, this. Sometimes I've done this. But anything, I'm a good welder too, but I don't have time to anything. If I need something, I can send to Robert, like chassis guys, you know, he can do it. I don't like, I told you from beginning, like, I don't like to keep the car for a month, you know. I like to finish the car and just push it. The customer sometimes said, Abdul, please, if you can help. Because here, you can't done everything on one spot. We have the paint, we have the chassis, we have the plumber, we have the exhaust, like anything you want for a race car in one spot. Sometimes it's cost you a lot to travel, like to get trip from here to here. Maybe you're gonna spend like just 10 grand for the transporter, right? From shop here to the shop. Here, you're gonna pass all this. One spot, you're gonna done everything.
Like we were driving into here, we saw how many different shops that you have over here.
There's a lot.
Oh, our minds were, but we rolled in here, we're like, what is this community here?
Here,
This
like
is crazy.
here, like Industrial Park, like where is the Mooresville Dragway right behind us. We have a biggest team like KV, NASCAR guys, like Gibbons, you know. Maybe this community has around 40 shop, and it's a big shop.
And some small ones, some big ones.
Some small, but basically all big one. You know? My shop like 3,000 square feet, you know, but they have a bigger too, you know. And the same thing is like, it's not just business, it's a big racer too, like big racing team too here, you know. I love Mooresville. It's really nice for what we do. Like all the racer, like the guys when it's come from California to pick up his car, he said, we need to move to here. I told them, this is the best way for you guys.
So what goes into, so let me backtrack. So are you mostly just doing wiring for Pro Mods?
No.
Or
like,
what are the different vehicles?
Whatever you have. I do motorcycle. Like, because I told you, like the technology now is different. Anything you need to make horsepower, you need to have all these devices. Like, and I'm working not just one thing. Like, it's like some guys he work just install the Holly, right? Some guys install just a fuel tank. Abdul ProWire install any ECU, anything customer he like. I recommended some stuff sometime with my experience all this life, you know. I recommended some ECUs, but I'm not gonna say it, you know.
Are you a dealer? Do you sell ECUs?
I'm dealer for basically almost 90% for all this. Like companies.
So you could be a one-stop for somebody who rolls it and you're gonna be like, hey, I need
anything you want. Like when you come here, you don't need to bring anything. And sometimes I save money for the customer. It's not just about I give a package, wiring with all, let's say, fuel tech. You know, I give you a really good package for everything. The customer is gonna like this, right? And that's what we need to, right? I'm a racer. If someone give me a good package, that is gonna be good price for the devices and good price for the wiring too, right? The wiring job.
It's not a cheap hobby, so it's nice to get a discount where you can.
It's not cheap. I'm a dealer for all the companies like Holly, Fuel Tech, Motec, like Haltech, everything. And that's when I'm go back now. I install any ECUs you want. And work not just the fuel injection, work for the carburetor, like all the style stuff, you know, still the people run it. I work for anything. It's not just drag racing car. I did a lot also restoration car, like Restore and like 1956 Bel Air, like Chevy 2, anything also. This car just takes some time because it's like a stock dash, you need to lay underneath and check and
Right.
hide a lot of stuff. But I do all this too. And I do like street car too, like hot rod, something like this I do. I did like some pro bike motorcycle, like with the CCU. Anything like automotive, you know. If you have a boat, I can do it too. You know? On the end, like the wiring is wire, you know.
Right.
Same, like is nothing different, you know. For me, like if you're talking race car or drag race car, like easier, yeah, it's easier because it's not have a lot of stuff in front of you, no dash, nothing. You can put the panel, you can. I build my harnesses on the table and do everything, and just install on the car, you know. That's way easier than street car, you know.
As you listen to this episode, you may be wanting to take a shot at learning how to do wiring yourself. If this is a skill set you're looking to add to your toolbox, our partners at the High Performance Academy can get you started. Whether it's the fundamentals or for motorsport applications, they've given Minnoxide listeners a 55% off discount code to get you started today. Click the link in the description or go to the partners page at minnoxide.com. Be sure to use code Minnox at checkout. Let's get back to the show.
That's like now the customer. I'm really happy, you know why, guys? Like the people love Abdullah of ProWire. It's not just about the work, just about relationship, and that's what my goal when I come here, you know. I don't like just someone he want to do on his car and never back, you know. I like him to tell Harris, tell Dave, tell anyone, all these guys, you know. And I support the customer. Like I go to the racetrack sometimes just to support him, you know. There's no problem to get like 2 days off from here. And I told the customer 24/7, any time call me, because I feel you. If you need help, you need it now, not tomorrow, right? If you are at a racetrack and something happened, you need help, you need it now. Saturday, Sunday, anytime. Sometime I with my family go somewhere, they call me. I answer. I'm not keep the customer. Oh, I'm not here.
Right.
Because he need help, you know. Why I'm not helping him? You know, why he not lose the race? Like just about add anything or has a problem or issue, you know. Knock the wood, like I don't have a lot of problem with the wiring, you know. But sometimes the guys he want to ask me, he want to add something, you know, or he want to tune something different. I help him, you know. And that's what is to keep the people like close to me. And I have too many cars like come for me. When I went to California when I traveling, still the customer I did like 4th car for him. The car behind you, like that's for Khalid Al-Balushi. This is the 5th car I did for him. Khalid Al-Balushi from Dubai. You know, I told you when you go to Dubai, I'm gonna have some guys take care of him. He's here now. He's gonna be racing in Chicago. He raced in NHRA Bromont. This is the biggest race, you know. He raced with the Top Fuel before. Al Nabi racing. Al Nabi like from Qatar. He raced under him. He raced with the Bahrain one before. Khalid, every year he bring me a new car. And it's not just about friend. I know him like 22 years ago because we raced together. But he said, Abdul, I love your job, you know. I like it how you do it. Why? When you see like, I think you see some like wiring. I'm gonna show you the others. I do my wiring like art, you know. When you see like something, the panel, you're gonna see how is the wiring come, what the color, how is curved, you know. I don't like to jump the wiring, you know. The wiring is make the chassis looks good too. You know, when you have I have some cars come to me here, it's like octopus, it's not wiring. Like the wiring like this.
Yeah.
If you're inside the car and you see the wiring, you're not gonna feel comfortable because anything like is gonna be shorted here or something here, you know. But when you see something nice, you're gonna feel comfortable, you know. That's what I mean. And I'm trying to do the best. I'm not gonna say me, Harris. You know, I'm trying to do the best. You know, they have the people maybe much better than me, but I put my name on the market for what I did. You know, and then like not just Khaled, the guys here is dropped to me after the race. You know, in Charlotte, like week ago, they have a race like 4 white racing. I saw him here. He has a lot of problem with the wiring. The car is cut off, and he said, "Abdul, please, can you rewire the car for me?" I don't know who's done it for him. He has a lot of problems before. He dropped the car on Sunday, and he gonna go to Nevada. You know, he live in Nevada. Said
Here,
Abdul,
fix this bad boy real quick.
Yeah.
There
like
you go.
this.
You're good. Yeah.
Said, Abdul, can you drop the car B-Wire? I told him, I have a lot of work here. I have a lot of car, but I'm gonna try to do the best for you. He dropped it on Sunday, you know. He said, I opened the shop, drop it, you know, because he's a racer and he needs to get his car right.
Yeah.
Told him, no problem, buddy. I appreciate it for that, you know. I told him, no worry, you know, I live here like 3 minutes from here, no problem. And he dropped the car. I told him, I'm gonna dump the car right. If I show you what is before and after, you can go to some like my pages on Instagram, ProWire, or on Facebook, Abdullah of ProWire. Gonna see before and after.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't like to put before because I don't like,
You like to put people on blast.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean. For me, I don't like to do this.
Yeah.
Because everyone he can get his job, you know, and depends what the budget depends, you know. They have basically you're talking about high dollars car now. We working in it, like, you know.
When you say high dollar car, how high dollar are we talking?
It's a high dollars.
High dollar.
It's high dollars. Yeah, like
Lots of them.
for us, like we are drag racing, like, right? But for you, Harris, maybe like, oh, if I have $500,000, I'm gonna get Lambo, right, or Ferrari, right? For us, I don't like Lambo. I'm gonna put for Mustang, you know.
Yeah.
I'm build the Mustang drag racing, like. The cars now. Back a day, we can race for 30, 40 grand. Now, if you want to race, at least you need $400,000 for this class, you know, for this is class of Pro Mod and this is stuff. It's cost you on a season, if you want to go all the season, 1.5 you need, you know, and I cannot handle this, sure, you know. But that's how it's a hobby. They got the people. This is your hobby, and you need to be, you have a good business to do it, right? And each car is cost like 400 and more, 400,000 and more, you know. I like to have one car one day like this, you know. What is hard? When you have a family with the kids, family first, right?
Yep.
About that, I go like smaller direction. I bought like Dragster, you know, and they have trailer and they have motorhome just to have a fun, go with the family. For like is an index class or bracket race, you know. I like it, you know. That's just not have a lot of work. Does not have a lot of headache. Just race and come back. That's it.
What kind of dragster?
Dragster? I have 2022 high tech Dragster. Like
Okay.
the long one is like 242 inch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and like is narrow from the front. You know? Is a small like, but is nice. You know, I'm gonna show you like.
What kind of so I know nothing about this
Oh,
world, right?
okay,
So
yeah.
that's why we're here. Like, you know, we
Okay.
want to learn about this stuff. So when you were shopping for a dragster, is there other types to look for? Or?
Oh yeah, it's different. It's not car. It's not door car. Here is the thing. Door car like this.
Yeah.
Dragster like it's no car. You need to jump in it.
Yeah.
Like a top fuel Dragster. There you have. Is no door. Oh, just a small cage, and narrow from the front, and the whole car is narrow. The engine on the back, you know, and the tranny on the back, you know, and it's calling Dragster. Dragster. Also the junior Dragster for the kids. Also, I'm going to show you later. Yeah. Here is the good thing. Like, and there we start with it. You can raise your kids with the junior. Like, if you love it, from here start like from 5 years. But it's not going to be fast. You're talking about 14 second or 15 second on the eighth mile, you know, with the 40 mile.
Yep.
But they have some junior Dragster now is 90 mile with a 7 second, you know, that's when you're 12 or 14. The Dragster was like, they have a fast Dragster, they have a bracket. The Dragster like is a lightweight car. You're talking about 1900 with me in it, 1900 pound. Yeah, and I go 450 on the 8th mile with 151 mile, you know, on the 8th mile. You're talking about this car, like my Mustang before, 200 mile on the 8th mile with the 390s, you know, with a small tire, and the car is weighted like 3100. Look how it's different, you know. For me, the Dragster does not have a lot of work, just to have a fun, going back. They have a lot of big races. They have 1 million race, 1 million. If you won this race, you're gonna have a 1 million. That's in Vegas, I think. But how many cars go? You're talking about 500 cars,
Right.
you know. When you get to the final, like, you're done, you know. But it's nice. That's the Dragster. The door car, that's the door car. Door slammer is calling, you know. That's the difference.
How much horsepower is in the Dragster?
My Dragster like is natural aspirated.
Yep.
Is make 1300.
Okay.
13, yeah, 1300, 1320. I have the big block Chevrolet. Big block Chevrolet, aluminum block, like it's calling Power Racing 615 SR20. SR20, that's the cylinder head. How is it?
Okay.
SR20 is like degrees and this stuff. It's make good power, you know. It's 152, 153 on an 8. That's a good mile per hour too, you know. But every single, like you see, I have 3 cars, right? The ones behind me, like this is a natural aspirated. He's gonna be raced top sportsman class. Top sportsman, as he's talking about, like bracket. If you went 415 and the other guys went 450, you're gonna be leave. The other guys are gonna be leave before you. But you work that's on the delay box. There you have a delay box. It's called full tree, like 3 bulbs, yellow and left. He left like what the difference between you and him, like 3.5 seconds. He's gonna leave that before you on the hit.
Okay.
You know, and after you follow him. The green is gonna become for him first, and after you. You know.
Oh, okay.
That's a bracket race. That's what it's calling, and top sportsman, and like that's what I'm raced to. Here is new for me because all the time I race like heads up, and pro tree like 3 yellows and green. You know. You need to catch the reaction time here between the 3 yellows and is 0.400 between the 3 yellows and the green.
Okay.
Here is the reaction time. The reaction time start like 000. The 000, this is the best.
Yeah.
Anything less than this, you're gonna be minus your red light. You know, and the delay boxes help a lot for the bracket race. For me, like is really new. This is the first race I went in Virginia last couple weeks in BDRA. And I'm trying to learn. I learned good, and I won first round and second round, but then the semifinal I lost because of bracket races. You need to learn a lot from it. You know. That's the Dragster I'm gonna show you. You're gonna like it too.
I'm excited to check it out.
Oh, really? It really is nice. You know? Easy to get in, out. You know. It's really nice.
Probably easier to get in than the
GT40.
the GT40.
Oh yeah, GT40. Yeah, right. It's easy, way easier.
That I'll show you the video. That was funny. Yeah.
On the end, I love the race. You're gonna be on the safe, you know. You have everything. Like you cannot get to the race till inspect all the car. You know, the seat belt, the helmet, the suit. Like my, and all. If you run alcohol car like this blower car, like right behind you, we have a 4 different car here: turbo engine, blower, pro charger, and natural aspirated.
Yeah, it's
you know,
kind of cool. You have
everything
variety.
is different. You know, like you can take a look later, like videos or something. You're gonna see everyone is different, and everyone's make horsepower different. The small block or Hemi or like big block Chevy is different. That's when I say like when you go to the tact, like to see all the spec, you're gonna feel like on the safe because the build you need to be certificate. Your helmet, your suit. My suit is like 20 layer, like is heavy, like 30 pound, but that is gonna be save you from anything like catch fire or anything. You know, on the end your life in it. You know, you need to. For me, like I see a lot of racer, he's not spend a lot of good money for his stuff. You know, like regular helmet or suit. You know, cheap suit. No. Guys, on the end, your life in it, you know. A lot of accidents happen, but it's gonna be safe. Like if you get something, like your mask, your helmet, your gloves, your shoes, everything, it's gonna be heavy. And when you race like door car, you have a roll cage everywhere. You know, you have the window net. Like you're not gonna go anywhere. You know.
Yeah.
But still, you have a lot of video you can see on the Facebook. The car is flying and flipping, you know, and still the guys of life, you know.
Yeah. There's some scary videos out there.
For me, like I see a lot of road race, I scared from. Like if you give me a car, like I went, let's say, 200 mile on the 8th mile, but I cannot go on the road race because like 1 mile is a lot, you know. It's a lot. Like if you want 300 mile or something or 250 on the mile is a lot. The car is gonna be like a paper, right?
Yeah.
On the well, that's like I say, listen. Drag racing, 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile, that's fine. You know, I have a chute, I have everything. You know, I can pull it. It's gonna be slow me down. Everything. It's a way saver. You know, I like it.
What's it cost to get into a dragster like that, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, okay. The Dragster, you have a lot of kind of Dragster. You have a cheap stuff and it's a good stuff. The Dragster, you can get something for 25,000 till 150
Okay.
for this class. Mine has cost me like almost 80, because it's almost brand new, and the engine is a good engine, the tranny, and you can go for cheaper.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, like they have a lot of details. From my wiring, I love the detail for anything. Like my house, my shop. Look at my shop,
Yeah.
I like the detail. I like the clean all the time, I love about this. I bought this Dragster. A lot of detailing. Is it clean? Does not have a lot of run on it, and it's worth it to buy it. Like I can sell it anytime,
Right.
And it's good. Like for me, if I go to the track, I like something is nice for me because this is my toy, right?
Right.
Like I don't like bought something cheap and go to the racetrack. Still, the cheap one is gonna be work and maybe you won with it, but I'm not gonna feel comfortable like if I had something cheap, Basically,
Right.
from beginning, I'm start racing. Like I have is a nice stuff, I don't like, and that's what I need. I told my wife, I take care of you. Have a house, your kids good. I need to buy something for me too, I'm not just working, guys. She said, yeah, this is your hobby, you like it. But I cannot go all the race, That's a problem. You cannot leave the shop like all the time. Still, you have a customer, you have a lot of stuff. You have a lot of expenses to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The life is not easy like back a day,
No,
it's a lot expensive.
The track hobby is, so you got all this invested in a car, now you go to the track, that's another expense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still. But on the end, you're gonna be happy.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes when you pay your mortgage, you're not happy. You know what I mean?
I hate making that payment. I agree.
Yeah. And anytime you can go. Sometime if you don't have the money or something, you cannot go. You can't stay here. But when we go, like I see a lot of families come. Like the race is like is a vacation. You know what I mean? You're gonna see a lot of kids, like the girls, the women, the wives, everyone. It's like you go camping,
Yep.
That's a nice
It's
thing.
camping, but with race car stuff.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Everyone is going to be happy,
Yep.
The family, kids, everyone, and the man, That's a good
Well, speaking of the kids, what is do you have one of yours then is running the junior dragster, or did you get that for future?
For future, because
Okay.
my oldest Oriam, she's 8 now, and she's excited.
Yeah.
She's really excited. Like sometimes come, let's run the junior dragster is different. You need to have a starter, and it's loud. It's loud too, And maybe this year,
Okay.
I have a friend has his son is the same age. He can come and teach her. Like you need to give him like sign how you stop, how you turn,
Yep.
And after that, I can get like a suit from Simpson here or any company and make the molding for the seat because that's about for bigger guys, And maybe this year,
Okay.
I like to get her. And after that, after Ariam, she grown. I have Noria, she's 6 now.
Yeah.
After that, every 2 years. But now I'm done. No more, like till the youngest,
Yep.
Yeah, I told you, like, I love to keep them close to me. And mom, she understands that too.
Yeah.
She said Abdullah is way better. It's better to know where is the kids. It's better to like try to find them. Where is it? You know what I mean?
It's always good to involve them in what you're doing. Maybe they don't take to it. Maybe they don't like to. It's not like you're forcing them to be there.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and at some point in time they can make their own decision. But why not
Why
give
not?
them the experience to figure out what they like?
Yeah. I told Saad, my boy, I told him, Saad, do you like the wiring? He said, yes. Sometimes I give him like the cutter to cut the wires.
Yeah.
Small. Like, yeah. He said, Bobby, yeah. I told him, the first thing, you need to be in college, student.
Yeah.
But for me, this is your hobby. It's better for you, and it's gonna be make good money later. He said, okay, this is still for, but as he liked to come here.
A factory ECU can get you really far, but if you're trying to get the most out of your car, you have to take your tuning to the next level. Whether you are doing a highly original LS swap or are a glutton for punishment and want to keep your rotary, a Haltech can help you extract top-level performance while keeping your car tolerable to drive. If you go to tunedbyshawn.com, you can schedule a free consultation to see what is right for you and your build, but you can also go there, save 5% on all Haltech goodies using code Minnoxide, and do it all yourself. That's tunedbyshawn, SHAWN.com. Let's get you back to the show.
One question I wanted to ask you then. So I know you do a variety of vehicles for wiring and all that, but one of the things you kind of touched on, it's all kind of the same. What different? Like when you go into a project, what do the steps look like? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you buying stuff? Like, I know nothing about this. So
I know
teach
what
me
you're
if this is like you teaching your son, you know?
Okay, we're talking about like now with the cars coming, start build the chassis, right?
Okay.
Still roller, okay? After that, you put your engine, your train.
Yep.
Next step, after the plumbing, the hoses and this stuff, wiring. And I prefer like the wiring on the end is better because
Okay.
I'm not gonna scratch anything or I don't like to put the wiring and take the car to the paint, you know, because it's gonna be make a mess, you know. The wiring start like from the battery. You install the battery first thing, and from there you start like the battery cable. And here's this car is different than regular car. Like if you see the battery now is beside the passenger side, you know, we move it from the back to the front. It's better. The battery is lightweight. It's a lithium battery, 16 volt, and it's gonna save a lot of weight for the cables too. And that's when I start like the batteries, cable, and after with my panel, with the relay board. This is the next step. The switch panel. I mount everything. Abdul, how is work? The wiring? A lot of people like you go different plan, different direction, but with all this experience, when you bring me the car, I just come this driver side. I see, like I put everything on my mind, how I'm gonna run the wire like this, I mount this one here. Okay, Danny, mount this here. He said, you done? Yeah, I told him, mount this here. I put the marker over here, gonna mount everything. Done. I know how I'm gonna run the wire. And this is the main thing for the wiring. Is you don't need to bring all the wire, put it here, jump here. You're gonna make a mess, you know, like the wiring is gonna be looks ugly, really, you know. But when I start from A to Z, I know what I'm gonna do. About this, my process is faster than anyone for this type of wiring. I'm talking about this wiring, not all the wire is red color, you know, or black color. You're talking about almost 300 wire, different color and code and stripe and this. Sometimes like my eyes stop, and I say, if something happened, I say, oh, I need to go away, because when you focus a lot, oh, I'm done for today, because you don't need to make anything different. Like the wire, this is like the all the wires that's beside me start from 24 gauge. 24 gauge is like 2 hair, you know, like till 1 gauge, the big cable. How are you gonna see what the different? Maybe you see like all the wire on the top left, you say like you're talking about, or white, right? But all this white has a number, a little number in it. Some white with a stripe, like, you know. And I build the harnesses. Some companies is sell it you like the ECU with plug and play wiring or harnesses, right? Abdul, what he did, I can install this for you, you know. But Abdul, what he did, custom fit harness. Custom fit harnesses mean it's gonna be fit your car, nicer, cleaner, and lightweight. When I'm talking lightweight, some harnesses like it's come with the ECUs, calling terminated harness from any ECU. I'm not gonna say any companies. Is weighted like 40 pounds, just the harnesses. And on the drag race and stuff, you pay maybe like 10,000 to make this titanium, the firewall, less weight, you know. When you come to my wiring, the total with the cable, everything, 10 pounds.
Okay.
The harness, just the harness. Okay, the harness, this one, the injector harness, I'm gonna show you like the custom here. I have on the firewall has a 1 block connector, is a millispic bulkhead connector. You take them off, just one bulkhead, take them off, take your engine off, everything. You don't need to unplug anything. This harness is less than 1 pound. But when you bring like terminated harness, you're talking about 6 pounds. Look at the difference, huh? The main harness, like for any ECU, is lightweight and nicer, because when I use like Tefzel wire, TXL wire still work, you know, depends what the customer he like. I'm work for every budget, you know, not cheap, but I work for every budget, you know. This thing is gonna be cost you like this, you know. But basically we do all this stuff, you know, the custom fit harness.
So what about planning, right? So you're how long has this car been here for? Have you started? Like,
Okay. Here it is.
I guess, do you, like, for example, some guys will go ahead and they'll tape things off for other projects.
Yeah.
Does that, do you get like string or something here, or what do you do?
No, like the car take me at least 2 weeks, but now I'm working harder to get, like, this car is here for, let's say, 4 weeks, but his place just come here.
Okay.
I have a line, like, you start mounted here and come here to put all the cables. I have
Okay.
my buddy run me all the cables. Here the final station. Here what I build everything, you know.
Okay.
I store the harness, build it on the bench, you know, bring everything, put everything together on this. But if you have like a car off front of you, the people here, he said, Abdul, oh, just I need to go at my spot, please, you know. I told him, okay, if I have a spot, you bring your car, you know. And when I started it, now it's almost this tomorrow is gonna be done.
Okay.
It's take me a week.
Okay.
Make all the harness, everything.
Okay.
The week work hard, you know. On the end, nice wiring, you know. I'm talking about the nice wiring, you know. I can done the car with the 3 days, but it's gonna be looks not good, and I don't know how it's done, you know.
Well, the goal here, like you said, is like you're trying to get minimal weight out of it too, right? Or, you know,
Minimum weight and looks good too,
yeah.
and everything works
And functional, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, those harnesses like you're talking about, the pre-made ones, they come with length, not knowing where you're going to put stuff. So a lot of times you're bundling up loops and
And
putting
with zip
universal,
ties.
yeah.
Universal, because universal, like something your car need like 5 feet from ECU to here, like it's gonna become like 15 feet, you know.
Yeah.
On the end, like I give the customer idea, you guys, you don't need to be pay for that, you know. If you bring the car to me, you know, you can install that by yourself, or if you bring me the car with this harness, I'm gonna cut it and to make them a little nicer, you know,
Right.
and less weight. But why you spend this money on it, you know? And I can make you something close the number, but the nicer and fitter, you know, and the weight. Yeah, because it's really like it's gonna be ugly. Like if you spend like $300,000-$400,000 on the car and you're not.
Well, and it's usually that
You're not gonna go for professional wiring. They have a lot of good company, a lot of good name on the market. Like, you know, not just me. I'm good with everyone. Always my friend, you know. And you need to spend a good money on the work, on the wiring.
Well, then it's usually that like corrugated plastic split loom stuff that doesn't always look as. I've seen the stuff you're using looks a lot nicer.
It's way nicer.
Yeah.
And we use the heat shrink. Like what I did, like. Heat shrink is calling DR25. I use them for the engine side, you know, just for the engine, because like it's easy to wipe them if you have oil or something leak, or easy to wipe them. Inside the car I use a nice loom, you know, braided loom. Like I hope later, like if you want to take some picture or videos, you can see it's way nicer. Like
Yeah, I use it so I'm a low voltage electrician on the commercial like side of things, not car related, but commercial business related. So I use that same kind of split loom stuff.
And everything has come, like when you follow all this technology, you know, you're gonna see a lot of, like every day I spend a lot of money for my tools. I like to get the right tools for every single terminals, you know. You cannot use wrong tools for the terminals because you're gonna crimp it is not right, not nice, you know. Maybe you cut the wire inside it, and I have a lot of car come to me, it has a lot of issue that people use a different crimper tools for other terminal, like it's not right, and he cannot see that. It's like, because as soon as you put the heat shrink, you cover it, you cannot see what the wire inside. Just move the wire, it's come out, you know, that's his cut. Maybe with more pressure, you know, on the crimper.
Oh yeah, every crimp I do gets a.
Oh yeah. Like a lot of crimper, like the wiring tools is expensive too. Some crimper like it's cost like $700-$800, you know, but you're gonna use them for a while, you know.
Yeah.
But on the end, when you hit this level, you need to have a lot of good stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And we are like a kids, you know. We like for me, I like a mechanic. I do my engine stuff. But a lot of tools, I have full snap-on tools, you know. I ship it from there and they bought here, you know. Fully snap-on tools, everything I have, you know, you're gonna see. I'm not using it, but I love it. I like to see it, just here, you know, I like to see it. That's what I do for the race car, like, you know, not just for the race car, the wiring, you know. This is the last thing to start the car. Without the wiring, you cannot start the car. You know, without the wiring, the car is not going to be run good. If it's not good, you know, the wiring. Here is the last thing. Like any car, any should be, you have a coil, right? Like this car has a coil. Like I mounted here. This is the coil and plug is calling. You know, that's a coil. Like any car, you have a coil. You need to hook the wiring to it. That's the normal stuff. What the drag racing stuff, like with all this ECU, with this technology, is different way than regular car, like the ECU for the manufacturer stuff, you know?
What's the most complex project you've done?
Oh, there's a lot.
Really?
Oh, there's a lot.
Is there a particular type?
Like every single project I done it, it's come nice. Like sometimes, you don't know me guys, like I support myself sometimes. When I'm by myself here, I done the wiring when I sit it there, like on passenger side, I come this way, I say, oh, looks good, Abdul, you know, just support yourself. You know? Well, damn, that's nice, you know. You know, I done a lot of car, you know, if you ask me about, I don't know, I'm not counted, but at least maybe 30 to 35 to 40 car in a year, you know, I done. All the car is nice, you know, all the car like new and nice project. Basically all the projects the same. Like I told you, just the difference is gonna be what the engine side. But if you're talking about ECU, we have a Hall Tech, we have a Fuel Tech, we have Harley, we have a Motec, we have Max ECU. I done all this, you know. What the best I cannot say, you know.
Yeah, you don't.
I done all this stuff, you know, because I have, like a month ago, I have 4 car here. Every single car is different ECU.
Okay.
Every single, I have Big Stuff 3, Fuel Tech, Harley, and EFI technology too, R8. Every single. That's what I mean. I don't like to just focus on one ECU, you know, because maybe this guy is going to be not work anymore, or how are we going to work, you know. I saw some guys, like he work just for one thing. I'm not recommended that to do it, you know, if you are on the business, you know, and this is, you need to do everything. You know, that's a better way for you. Still, if you're busy for one thing, you don't need to do that. Work for everyone, you know, and be nice.
Is there one that's easier to wire than the other one? Not saying they perform better. No. They're all about the same.
It's almost all same.
Yeah.
Depends. Like because we have input and output on the ECU. The input, what is read from outside. The output, what is going to be sent signal for outside. Let's say if you want to control the nitrous, you need to send a signal to the relay. A relay is going to be turn this nitrous off. If you want to read, like let's say oil pressure or fuel pressure, what you have on the dash, that's an input. Input, every ECU has a different. Like this ECU has 20 input, 16 output. This ECU has a 40 input and 50 output, you know, every single one different. For drag racing, maybe we don't need all this because we have main thing, that's what you needed for the race car. Street car is different, mile car is different, every single car is different, what is needed. Some guys, you want to turn everything on like a factory car. You can do that, you know. A lot of people use like now standalone ECU like Motec or Fuel Tech or Harley for like stock car, you know. You don't need to cut the wiring or something. Some companies that sell it like adapter, plug and play, you know, just with your ECU, with the ECU and use all your stuff same.
Yeah.
You know.
I've been looking at doing something like that with my car. I've been thinking about doing that.
Oh,
so,
you can. Like
yeah.
they have a lot of company do it, like Motec, Harley, Fuel Tech do this stuff, you know. Depends. And now it's not like easy to learn this stuff, like the tune-up. You can get a lot of companies make like 2-3 days learning, you know, and you can pay. That is not big money. You can go and learn this stuff. For me, I learn myself because, like I told you back in the days, no, we don't have anything like this, you know. You need to try it, test myself on your car, and you learn, you know.
Yeah.
Never I try something on any friend's car, you know. I'm trying to do all my stuff first, because after that, the people are gonna say, oh, he has a good car, running good, a fast car. It's gonna become to you, if I'm right, you know. That's the wiring. How is it work? You know, I like to stay another 10 years, 20 years, you know, to work in it. It's hard. It's not easy because you lay over. I'm talking about like my back killing me. I lost almost 60 pounds now.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm 60 pounds less than before because my back is killing me really, because you lay over all the time, you lay on the back, it's a lot, back is hurt really. My neck, like when I stay inside the car like this, my shoulder, my arm, like is a lot of work. It's not just sitting on the table and work.
Right.
Because the car, like every different car is different. Like you see the roll cage, how is the X-Bar? Like you need to jump in it, like and tight. You cannot sit it in it. Some car like has come to me is really tight to work in it. Like and you go.
Does anything come to mind?
Oh, I have one. It's come like. Is a catalyst.
Okay.
Oh, it's a street strip car. It's taken me more than any drag racing car, because everything under the dash, like is not fiberglass or something, is a stock dash. You cannot take them off.
Oh.
The door is not full. I cannot take the door off. Well, gosh, I stay inside. Like I lay on my back. I take the seat off, lay on the back with the light, and sometimes when you work like this, it's different. Like this,
Yeah.
Is taking me so long. I say I'm not gonna work like this.
I've seen that before. People have to do under the dash stuff. It's easier to pull the seat 4 bolts, so you can lay down there and get your head under there.
Yeah, because you cannot work.
I just did a blend door on my AC unit on my town car, and I was in a very awkward position trying to work underneath there to get to the HVAC stuff.
Side,
it was a huge pain.
Oh yeah, it is. Trust me. Yeah, some car is killing me to work in. And on the end, I don't like. Same what I say before, like I don't like to the car stay for long here. Sometimes I see some shops like any chassis or paint, or if you see this car every day, you're gonna like for let's say 6 months. Oh, it's a like junkyard. You don't need to say it. Let me honest. Some cars okay.
Get this crap out of here.
Some cars. Sometimes like I heard like some customer it stay like 3 years, 4 years to build his car. Is a lot. For me, no way. Because if you bought something new generation, right? Today, like new ECU, the engine, the best on the market.
Yep.
And the cars take 4 years later. What's about your stuff? It's gonna be old, right?
Yeah.
Because like in our community, every couple months, something new comes.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with your stuff? You know what I mean? That's a problem here. Like some people are slow, sometimes like I see a lot of chassis guys is really fast, Wiring depends what the people like. I don't have employer, I like to do everything by myself. I know it's hard, but I make sure everything 100% is right and good, you know what I mean? So I feel good, that's what I need. I don't like to be the customer, take the car. We are human on the end, like maybe I make something by mistake, but I'm trying 100% everything right because I did it, If I did it, like if something is not right, I'm gonna blame myself, right? But if something is not right and the employee do it, like there's gonna be a lot of stuff, The people he don't know your employee, he know you, right? When it's come to ProWire, Abdul, right? It's not gonna be say Harris do this or right. It's gonna say I cannot explain for him. This is my employee do something wrong, right? We bring the car to you, right? That's I like get employee like, but it's hard. It's hard to find someone to do what you want. That's a problem. That's a problem with all the race shop, The race, like the chassis guy, the wiring guys, anything.
So it's tough to find people in your space too?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to ask if there was a lot of you guys doing this or not.
Oh yeah, it's not a lot. Maybe have a lot, but not do right. Not do what you want, And if you own the business, here's the thing. If you own the business, it's hard. Like if you bring someone and not do what you want, you cannot like redone everything after him, Why you not do by self and done?
Right.
Yeah.
Because the employee he need to make you money too, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
And I'm doing their stuff.
You're not gonna pay him and it's not make you anything.
Now you
right?
make twice as much work for yourself.
Yeah.
3 times.
Let me honest, I hired one guy, not now, long time ago, I redone 3 times after him,
Yeah.
I told him I cannot handle. Like if something wrong, you're talking about if one wire not right, you're gonna burn like catch fire or something.
Yeah.
Is in a second. This wiring. If something like positive, negative is not right, you're gonna burn something for 20-25 grand just ECUs and wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or
not
some of this stuff, I'm assuming, can control traction control and
Oh,
things like
yeah,
that. You could have a
everything.
mess up on the track,
Oh
or
yeah, yeah. We have like now
somebody's life in your hands.
the ECU now. It's track like you can get wheelie control. Like if the cars go wheelie, you can control. Let's take pull timing by laser ride height. We mount something that's called a laser ride height. Is read by inches. You know, if you go like you start. I need to pull timing after like ride height the car like travel like this 10 inch. If it's go over, needs start pull the timing to keep the phase down. Okay, the nose
super
down.
cool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
And the traction control, if the tire like starts spinning or something, is gonna be pull the timing or rev limit the RPM. You know, there's a lot of like if you go deep to this stuff, you're gonna love it because there's a lot of thing. You know.
So how do you get more young people involved? Because that's the future is young people, right?
That's what we need.
How do I get you a future employee
Oh,
that you can trust?
He's raising his own.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's going to be a family thing.
That's what the thing like. If you bring one younger guys, right? But the first thing he need to be love what he gonna do. You know, you don't need to bring him just for all money. You know, same what I start as hobby. You know. And they love to do this, you know. I start with the wiring and they love it.
So how did you know that you loved the wiring more than like fabrication or assembling stuff? How did you know that was it?
Because I see a lot of artists with it, you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is the main thing you're gonna see on the car. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To be honest with you, it's funny because wiring is what most people hate.
Oh yeah.
Like when it comes to car stuff, that's what they're most afraid of and they don't like to do.
Right. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like a lot of people. For Abdul, I don't like to hide my wiring anywhere. You know, I like the people see my wiring. You know, trust me.
You have some pride in your work. Yeah.
Because still, if it's under dash, you're gonna see something nice. You know, I don't like. I don't like the customer. He come here, he come and like for your work, what he see on the media, right? It's still like when we talking under dash and working hard, right? But still, if you take a look under dash, is gonna be nice. You know.
Yeah.
If you take the dash, like this car is gonna has a carbon fiber dash. Some guys, the people, oh, I don't care, just zip tie them. No, I like to do them right and nice for me because I want to feel good. You know what I mean? I need to be like the guys he pay you to doing something nice. You know, and let me be honest, there's not a lot of wiring guys. Maybe on the country is some guys.
Like dedicated guys.
Yeah. Is for what we do, nicer and clean, and you know. And when you come, you're gonna pay for that, right? Because you're gonna get nice and clean. I love the wiring because, you know, something when you feel inside, oh, this is my direction, you know. That's
okay.
You know that I'm gonna start with it, and everyone start like, oh, Abdul, the wiring guys is raise that inside you, you know. Okay, when you do something nice, oh, dude, this is a nice, you know, like the wire is like a liner, you know, like you do some liner together, you're gonna see nicer. Like the house, the wiring for the house also, like some company or some people, make you like it's really nice. Sometimes if I don't have anything, I keep looking like how is the 110, how is the run.
Yeah.
I'm scared from 110, all the houses stuff or the AC, you know, stuff. But I like them. The people is anything nice on your life is gonna be make you happy, right?
Yeah.
That's if you go to a restaurant, the food is good. You're gonna love it. You come back, right? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'll be back here. That chocolate.
Everything
yeah.
like look here, the chocolate bar, coffee, whatever you want. You know, I like. It's not just. I told you, I spend a lot of time on the shop. You know, about that, I like to be comfortable. Like I have a gym. You know, I have my chocolate bar here. If someone come here, I have everything to drink. Like it's not like when you go car wash. You know.
Yeah.
The car wash, if it's have a free coffee or something, you're gonna go to him, right? Yeah. Or chocolate. On the end, like here, like I stay more than house, you know. Like I go to home now, stay like 3-4 hours and go to sleep, you know, and wake up in the morning saying, about that, I need my shop is clean all the time. I told my employee, I have one guys, I told you, please keep it clean all the time, everything, you know. If you come like hour ago, you're gonna see like every time my broom here close to me and dustpan. Wire cutter, like anything, I keep cleaning because my eye is a fully wiring. Like I cannot see here more stuff like underneath, and when I move with my chair, like it's stuck, you know. And because one time I flip it here, you know, and the good thing nobody here. Like I laugh at myself, you know. You know, I like to keep it clean, and And that's what I'm at now. Like you're talking now, almost 22 years on the wiring.
Yeah.
You know? Experience wiring, like, and then I can fix any issues for you. Because all this happened for me previous, you know? All this stuff has happened. Like sometimes this no work, something. Like sometimes just call me Abdul. Abdul, I have this no work. I told him, listen.
Do this, and
Do
this.
this. If it's not, FaceTime, please. FaceTime, I know if my schematic, like 3 week ago, like we shopping, you know, with my family. Some guys at the truck. I said, Abdul, how I check this solenoid is no work. I told him, I don't have any schematic with me. You know, you have it. He said, I forget. I told him, call me video. He called me by video, FaceTime, on Facebook. I told him, let me see. This wire color, like this one is go to there. He said, oh really? I told him, I know my wiring because I have a default color for everything.
I was gonna ask, do you have
know
like a
what?
set?
Yeah,
like
I have
do
a
fuel
set.
pump is this.
Fuel
that-
pump is
yeah.
gonna be like yellow. Water pump is blue. You know, I have a default stuff, and the accessory depends. Also, I have a default stuff for.
Okay.
But depends
Okay.
what the turbo car or nitrous car. You know, is different.
Okay.
But that's like that. It's helped me a lot. You know, like also to put my name on the market. Like you know.
That's a good idea just for your own, like you said, troubleshooting. You get yourself a system and a standard, and you just stick to it. That way, you'll always know. You know.
Sometimes I told you. Sometimes some cars different. You know.
Yeah.
Some cars is really different. Like the chassis, how it's built, how he want to control this. You know. Like let's say we have a lot of shocks control now. The shocks front, back. Like some guys we call it like normal open, normal close. Like the solenoids should be when you feed the air, it's gonna be open all the time. When you turn them on, it's gonna be dump the air. You know. Some guys he wanna know. As soon as he turn on, feed the air to the shocks. You know. Every single tuner, the customer, like the driver or the owner, he want a different way. I cannot make something or default. That's it. Some company is make something default, but on the end you're gonna change, you're gonna come and do it, you know what I mean? About that custom made wiring fit, you know. That's what I do, you know. There's a big difference on this stuff.
Would you say this type setup stuff is what you're doing most of the time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time,
Okay.
you know. And is almost like fully booked now, you know.
Which is awesome.
Oh, it's good, really. We call it good to problem, you know.
Yeah.
Good to problem, you know. We almost
good.
fully. Yeah, you're talking about 3-4 months. I'm out, you know. Maybe more depends how I finish it, you know. The car, but I'm working hard. Like,
Are you mostly referral then, or how do people find you?
media or like my Facebook page, you know.
Okay.
I'm the people now, the customer, he love it. I'm not just take a picture, you know. I take a whole video for the car.
I love your videos.
When
I was going through your channel. I was
Hello,
like,
my friend. You know, I take a nice video for the customer, like to see before he come here. You know, he's gonna see exact what he have, exact what is come. I get excuse from him like before. Some guys like grudge car, like the racing money guys, like
yeah.
please don't bust it like the engine or anything. I told him okay. Just before I busted anything, I told like Harris, can I bust it? And he said okay. If it's not, no. If it's not, I take some picture just for the wiring, you know. And the people love the like the videos. And like no, you know I'm here, right? And you see my work, right? If you love it, you're gonna tell your buddy, right? Oh, we have Abdul ProWire on Motorsport, North Carolina, you know. And the people keep calling. Like some companies, like the ECUs, recommended me. You know, they said Abdul ProWire do it right. Yeah, because like if you make, here is the thing. Like all the ECUs now has external device and this stuff. If you make his stuff looks good, you know, should be gonna recommend it because like you make this stuff like the people want to take a picture or video or dyno or racing. You're gonna come to the device or this company, this device, you know. If it looks good, the people is gonna be come to. Same what I say, like if it's something nice, you see it, you're gonna go every time for it, right? And that's what the people like.
Well, having the repeat like you said, this guy's back for number 5.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's big too.
it's a big.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just relationship or friend. He knows Abdul doing right.
Yeah.
And he recommended me with his friend, like
Yeah.
okay.
And then that friend could do 5, and another friend could do
That's what I mean. For me, I'm not expensive guys. You know,
Right.
I'm not charge crazy. I like more customer than one. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how it's business. Because I'm honor the business. Never I work with someone. You know, I'm never employee with anyone. when I'm start, with my small shop in Kuwait,
Uh-huh.
that's my own business,
That's all you know is to
and
do
you
for
know how is it run. When I come here, it's different a little bit, because by hour, there we charge by job,
Yep.
Here for me, because I know how many hours take from me, I charge you by job, done. And this is a easy way for the customer, right? Like if you tell me I'm this amount for your car done. If I say 200 hour or 100 hour, right? The customer is gonna be nice because I know sometimes the cars take more than what I charge the customer, but on the end, I don't like to tell him that,
Yeah.
because it's not his fault, my fault, right? And I know the customer understand that, but I'm not gonna change my word. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I give you one word, I'm not gonna change. Sometimes, but if you give me more work on the car, you're gonna pay for it.
things are gonna
Right.
change.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? If you tell me, oh, Abdul, take this one off and weld me this, or I can weld some stuff here, but if you tell me do this, you're gonna pay for it. But for the wiring stuff, here is the other thing also. Some guys call me, oh, Abdul, I have this, like a car, like this. He not give me more information, right information, what I need to give you estimate, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when the car is coming to me, like I told the customer, please, when you bring the car to me, clean them. If you want to rewire the car, take all the old wiring off. Because we're going to spend a day and a half to take all the wiring and
Yeah.
clean the car. Who's going to be paying me that, right?
Yeah.
Right what I mean? Oh, I need to rewire. Okay. When you bring the car is messed inside. It's oily, like dusty,
He's talking about someone like me.
Yeah. I knew who he was talking about. Yeah.
No, really, guys. Like,
You agreed with that too quick.
oh, some cars come to me.
Yeah.
It's dirty inside, like oil, dusty. And if you touch this, you cannot touch the wiring with what you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be mess, all this oil on it. You need to clean and redo it and wash and take a time. I cannot spend a day for that. Still, if you pay me, I'm not gonna finish a work. You're gonna pay me for something. I need to take them off from the
Right.
car. That's is a lot of stuff. The people is not give me. I'm not change my words. Like when it's come to me, saying, I'm gonna stay with the same number, but you not explain for me what you have about that from this day. Please, guys, send me whole picture for the car. Send me a picture for what he have. Some people he bring me with the package like he has ECUs, everything. And when he come to me, all this is stuff. I don't know who sell it to him or where he bought by himself or something. He don't know what the car needed. When the cars come to me, it's missing a lot of stuff. I need a lot of stuff. Okay, this number for the wiring, I charge like labor by plus materials and parts, right?
What's your labor rate, if you don't mind me asking?
Depends what the car,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, depends what the car,
makes
how
sense.
long,
How bendy do you have to get underneath the dash, those things like that? How hard is it going to be?
It's hard.
Yeah.
How many bent over hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
On the end, maybe it's easier, but how we install is hard.
Right.
Maybe the wiring is easier, right? Maybe light, turn signal, this is stuff. But how we put it in the car is hard. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yep.
Okay. And like the customer bring the car to me. Okay. And this is the boxes, has all these here. I see a lot of stuff. It's not. And before I order, I sent to him. I'm on the front. Like I told the customer up front, you need this. So I'm not surprised. I don't like to surprise anyone because I'm a racer. I don't like someone surprise me on the number. I see a lot of customers come to me from other chassis or anything. He surprised him on the number. Let's say just a number by number, and let's say 15 grand to build you like turbo kits or something. On the end, his bill like 50 grand. It's not 2 grand different. I don't like to do this because I know this guy is not going to come to me again. Maybe he pay me this time, but next time it's not going to come to me. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be recommended me, right? I told him on the front, you need Abdul, you can order everything and we pay for that. Okay. When is the car done? Every single thing I put in the car, you see every car has a list. To I'm not forget, we have 4 cars. We bring this, list it. That's when I do, And this is the easy and nicest, way. Because every single car is different, what you're gonna use,
Yeah.
Depends what the length of the cable, the wire, the loom, heat shrink. You know, what I use for the car, I list it. And that's when I do it for the whole the car.
What's the hardest lesson that you've learned over the years?
Like, the hardest thing on the wiring you're talking about, right?
Wiring, business owner, both?
Oh, everything. Business owner is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, it's not easy. Because when you go like me, you know, we call them, I'm self-employed, right? To handle everything is hard. Handle your order, your parts, your materials, every different company, you know, is a lot of stuff.
I would panic organizing that.
It's hard. Trust me, like it's really hard.
I guarantee you probably took time to do that.
Yeah. My wife, she said, Abdul, look like your face is not good today. I told her, honey, swear to God, I'm come from too much load in my head, you know. She understand that. Like, I start sometime when I come morning, the first thing I did, order everything. I make a list at the night what I need for tomorrow, order everything, because you cannot order end of the day, you know, it's going to take you another 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Order the stuff, take care of the customer, answer the phone, you know, like sometimes I tune online with the guys, you know, it's a lot of stuff. The business owner is not easy.
That's all from
When
experience.
you employee, you're going to get your check and done, right? You don't care about anything, you know what I mean? But your business owner is hard, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that. So like every single owner, he said it was hard. Trust me. If you have one employee or 10, you know, because on the end you have a lot of stuff in your side, and you need to take care of all this stuff too. You know, it's not gonna be fully just yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna feel that.
What are you most proud of? In your business, in your career, what are you most proud of? In what you've accomplished, things you've overcome, anything come to mind?
I hit my goal, you know.
Okay.
But every time, we are human. We need something better, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I like ProWire stay for long, you know.
Okay.
And I like to have more employer, you know. And I just sit because I don't know how long I'm gonna be stay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And how long I'm gonna be stay like this, healthy and good. Because when you have a lot of stress, trust me, I have a lot of stress, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just you're talking about family, business, a lot of stuff. You want to take care of the customer too. My goal, my companies go bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I like to be. I have my car for the business, my Dragster, but I like to enter on Pro Mod one day. You know, I know expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot handle this, but maybe one day sponsorship or something like this. And I like to be ProWire everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the goal for all the businesses, right? You know, that's what I mean. Like I sponsorship for some races, big races here, but I cannot get for all. But it's better to see, like when you go to the racetrack, and you see like ProWire sticker on this car, on this car, on this
Mm-hmm.
car. And let me honest, like all my customer, I from your channel, I appreciate it for all my customers support me. Really is a support, you know, because like all the car has a ProWire sticker in it. Anyone told him he bring the guys and show him my wiring at the track, you know, he support me, and I really thankful for all this, you know. That's my goal. Like I like to be like this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One day, I told you how I'm start from where to where. Like I'm start from little van, Toyota, you know, to I have a big shop now.
Mm-hmm.
One day I like to have a big shop. You can done one car, everything in it, you know, like chassis, paint, wiring, plumbing, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I do in Kuwait before, but no paint. I do all this, but in a small shop. Mm-hmm. But when you have a big shop, you're gonna be right. For me, if you told me, oh, go a different direction, different business, I don't know. Like this is my business, you know, and I know how I make money on it, and how I know how I marketing for it, you know, and this is my right direction. I hope one day like to be like this, you know.
I think that's a good segue into the final three.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's
okay.
good. Yeah, absolutely. I think that so what you're talking about, like the direction you want to go, you're you're in your 40s now, so you're like me. So I'm self-employed, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have a 401k.
Yeah.
And so now you have to start thinking, wait, am I just going to do this until I die? Or like, what's the next step? It's maybe 10, 20 years down the road, but you got to start thinking about it now, right?
Yeah,
you don't know what direction you're going to go, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You have kids that I hope that maybe might take over some of my stuff, but you don't know what they're going to do either.
Right. That's one of.
Because to be honest with you, they're the only ones I trust. I have the same problem as you. Employees are a different animal.
Yeah, it's different. That's what I'm talking about. Like, one day when I'm sitting with my wife, I told her, like, honey, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna be other businessman and something different,
Yeah.
Maybe I go with it. I have an idea, like, if you're gonna be, like, sell houses or do something, but I'm not gonna be this man,
Yeah.
Because on my business, I'm enjoy too, I met a lot of people too, and some good friends, it's gonna be like a family one day, like the guys when it's come from everywhere is a like really good friend. He trusts you, he's come to you, you need to do the best for him. So she said, Abdul, one day you think we're gonna go back there? Overseas again, Middle East? I told her I don't know. Maybe, we don't know, you know. But I'm not 100%,
That chapter isn't here yet.
Yeah.
Depends how is the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids control us now.
Yes.
There's that too.
Don't tell them, but they outnumber us. But don't let them know that.
Yeah, trust me. Like, I told my wife, like, back a day, the father or the parents control you, like, he give you the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Now the kids control you, like, if you go wrong direction, you need to go away from where you live. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like let's say, sometime one school is not good, you're gonna take your kids out, right?
Yep.
You don't need to keep him for a long time. If you keep him a long time, it's going to be same to other people, right?
Yeah.
Same to other kids. And you don't like this. We're working hard for our family, trust me, Like, when you have, it's changed my mind. When I'm married and I have kids, from the first one, it's really changed everything.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I make money, I need to have a fun with my money, right? I have my motorhome, race car, like, it's a good living, nice house, That's when I come for it, And I told you, like, I like to stay here all the life, but we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what's gonna be happening, Sometimes the people has changed. Like, a lot of people go from here, like, live somewhere like Thailand or anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me,
Uh-huh.
It's a big country here, like, it's a big country, whatever you want, and that's what I like. When I first time come to United States in 2009, never I go anywhere anymore. Every year I come twice, vacation, because I have everything what I want. Like, racing happen. Like, if you want to go beach, you have it. Like, you want a good weather here, like California. You want to go here, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go everywhere on the world, Swiss, like England, I would go everywhere, for vacation. But Tuni and me, the people here is smart than Europe guys.
Yeah.
All right, we just lost our Europe audience.
The guys,
Well, we like to think we're smarter over here too, so that's fine.
and the guys, they're like, it's all face out, like noisy, like, I don't.
Yeah.
And our country, the Middle East, is really nice,
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know him, he's gonna smile in front of you. Oh, hi, buddy, how are you? Come invite you. Like this. Like, everywhere, every single house there, you're gonna have, like, let's say 20 by 20 ballroom or something for the man, like if you have a friend, you want to invite him every day, every night there. After work, you can come, tea, coffee, sweets, everything, Every house is there. About that, we are close each other,
That's cool.
That's the cool thing,
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? What do we have?
Well, yeah. So
wanna-
I'll pop it now.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of every episode, we
Yeah.
like to ask our guest to pick 3 cars. I need a track car, a daily driver, and a show car.
Oh.
You can have whatever you want, build whatever you want. You have an unlimited budget.
Oh. If you're talking about truck,
Anything. You got...
Yeah, daily show, track, whatever you want.
I like the GMC truck.
Yeah?
It's really nice.
Oh, but they're so easy to steal.
Yeah. And
Sorry, bitter on that one still.
and I'm a Ford guys.
Yeah?
I love the Mustang.
Yeah.
If you told me what you're gonna build and open budget, a Mustang.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think you can do it really nice.
So what are you gonna build out of the Mustang?
Is there a certain generation you like the current one, like an S650 or S550,
The
or
new one.
the new one?
The
Yeah.
new one, I like it. You know, I like to do it. If I'm gonna build something like this, I'm gonna be making like show car, like cut them on the back, you know, big tire on the back, you know. But daily you can use them. AC, everything is running.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is a street trip car, you know, on the new model, new generation is gonna be really nice, you know.
Yep.
You know, that's when I like it. I think nobody do it for the newer one, you know, to cut them and put the big tire and still.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen any of
stick
that.
like a stock interior still. Nobody do it, you know. I like to do one day like this, you know.
And that's for your track car, show car.
Show car.
That's your show car.
Yeah,
Okay.
show car.
So what's your track car?
Track car? I don't know. I already have a lot of good car I like to get, you know.
I mean, something like this maybe.
Uh,
Pro mod of some sort.
I drove Pro mod. I drove blower car, like, you know, Pro mod.
Yeah.
I like the Pro mod because we have a small tire car, you know. That's my truck car is gonna be one
Okay.
day, you know. That's what I like.
And then the daily you're gonna do it just a GMC truck or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the truck, you know.
Yeah.
For daily. If you put me like on small car, I cannot drive it. You know?
Yeah.
The brake is gonna be different for me. Everything.
Yeah.
You know, I like the truck. You know, like that's when I like track car, Pro mod one day, show car, the Mustang with the, you know.
I think those are good answers.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. On that note, where can people find you?
We are on the Race City. It's calling Race City, 503 Performance Road, Mooresville, North Carolina, 28115. Or you can go, if you guys from here, everyone, like the guys, racer, everyone knows Mooresville. But if you need to find me, on IG is a pro.wire, or on Facebook is going to be Abdullah ProWire. Facebook you can anytime talk, or IG, or you can call me. You can get estimate, you get your spot, you know. Basically what I do with the customer, just if he like the deal, send the deposit, get his spot. When he close to the date, you know, call me and bring the car, you know.
Perfect. Dan?
Yes, sir.
You can find us at Gunna Garage, or my personal thing, Mr. Gunna Garage on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll do some ATV content.
Yeah. I didn't get much because I had to keep my hands on the handlebars, but I got a little bit.
Well, perfect. Abdullah, thank you very much for your time. This is awesome.
Thanks, guys. You know, for all this trip you come to here. You know, I appreciate it for visiting, and I hope we enjoy with you guys. You know, and we're gonna take you to overseas one day.
Yeah.
One day.
I'm counting on it now.
You're ready. When you're ready, just call me. I'm ready.
I'll give you. I'll hit you up. I'll hit you and Sam up. You guys will help me out with
Yes,
that.
sir. We go together.
Well, thank you very
I'm
much.
expecting hugs and food right off.
Hugs
the
and
plate.
food, yeah.
We're gonna be back gain like another 50 pounds.
Yeah.
You know? Yes, sir.
Dan, thanks for existing,
Yeah.
and we will see you all next time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks again for watching the show, guys. Be sure to go into the description down below and check out all of our sponsors. They are what make this show possible. It allows us to travel the country and talk to some really cool guests. So be sure to check them out, support them just like you support us, and see y'all next time.